Josh, we're doing the interview now.
Josh Reed, reporter for Times newspaper. I'm gonna get the scoop on God.
Hello, I'm God. I understand you have a few questions for me.
Take a seat.
Well, it's my house, but okay.
George Kittredge from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania asks, how did you react when Adam and Eve sinned against you in the Garden of Eden?
Honestly, I was a little shocked, but very appalled. The Tree of Knowledge was simply a test to see if Adam and Eve were truly devoted to me. They had obviously failed the test, so I had to bring the old hammer down. I had to show them the error of their ways by bringing sadness and original sin to their sons and daughters for generations to come. You know, no big deal. I did give the humans a second chance, a little ways down the road, but we'll get to that later.
Okay, now next question. C.K. Dexter Haven from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania asks, why did you become man?
Very good question, Dexter. I appreciate it. We were actually just talking about this with the last question. That second chance I was talking about was actually sending part of me down to Earth. You see, the only way that I could be able to forgive the humans of their sins and fulfill my covenants with them would be to send a part of myself down as a sacrifice. Believe me, it was painful. I hope no human will ever have to go through the suffering that my son had to go through. He had to battle the sins of every human, from Adam and Eve to that moment. It wasn't pretty, let me tell you.
Okay. Matt the Night Watchman, also from Philadelphia, asks, how do you fulfill your promises?
Well, I sent my only son to save the humans, as I told him I would. I've also upheld my promise to Noah, to never intentionally send a terrible disaster with the intention to kill. My promise with Abraham to give him a great nation of a family was obviously kept. My covenant with Moses is still in effect today. Well, I hope it is. You guys are still following the commandments, I hope. It's just water. For now.
I see. Okay, next question. Jasmine from Hamilton asks, what is your taste in music?
Well, if you were paying attention, I do have this. I am a massive fan of Panic at the Disco, and I do like some pop punk as well. I have to say I appreciate Christian rock, but I guess I'm a little biased. I don't really hate any music, except Kanye West. That's Satan's music.
Hey, God, you like my socks? I got them as a birthday present.
I do like them, Josh.
Thank you. Okay, next question comes from Michael, also from Hamilton. He asks, is there intelligent life on other planets besides Earth?
Oh, hey, how did that get there? Well, I wouldn't say intelligent if you know what I'm saying. Just kidding. I have created intelligent life very far away from your solar system. Some even look just like you humans. But with a few differences. Majestic hair, 2 hearts, better fashion sense, etc.
Okay, I need a break. Thanks for the holy water.
Anytime, my son.
Okay, our next question comes from Josh from Mount Laurel. He asks, what are your thoughts on Pope Francis?
Well, I love him. He's giving new insight on the ways and beliefs of the church. He also does a lot of fantastic things, like giving a boy with Down syndrome a chance to ride with him in the Pope Mobile, embraced and kissed a man with a genetic disease causing him to have deformities of the skin, protects the rainforest, snuck out of the Vatican to go and feed the homeless at a soup kitchen, offered his motorcycle, yes, he had a motorcycle, to benefit the homeless, redirected employee bonuses to charity, invited homeless people to come dine with him for his birthday meal, allowed a child to stay on stage when the boy ran up to hug him, and even took part in what you mortals call a selfie. So, obviously, the new pope is a pretty great guy, if you catch my cold.
Okay, our next question comes from David from Ewing. He asks, why is there so much evil in the world?
Well, sometimes people decide to do evil things. This is because of the gift of free will that I have bestowed upon them. Some people decide to take advantage of this privilege and use it to hurt others, themselves, and even me. This is why humans are equipped standard with a conscience, so they can realize what they're doing is bad and turn to me, because I love them and want them to follow the righteous path I've created for them.
I see. Good answer. Okay, our next question comes from Simon from New Hampshire. He asks, does God really have a plan for everyone?
Yes, Simon. Yes, I do. Everyone has something that they're destined to do, whether big or small, notable or minute. I've personally picked out a plan for each and every person. Some may become successful and wealthy. Some may learn that there's more than life to fame and fortune. Some may never really see the good that they do, and some do fantastic acts of heroism. One more personal note. Keep your chin up, Simon. You're gonna be a hero.
That was touching. I'm sure Simon will be very happy. Okay, we have a couple more questions left. Our next one comes from Ash from Pallet. He asks, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Well, I have to say Arceus. It created the entire universe. The in-game universe, that is. It made Pokemon of all shapes, sizes, colors, and types. It even battled a renegade Pokemon and sent it to the Distortion World. The Pokemon equivalent of Satan being damned to hell. I think Pokemon use my likeness. I would sue if I wasn't so flattered.
I love Arceus too. He's actually kind of one of my favorites. Anyway, we're on to our last question. Brian from Hamilton asks, how does one go about acquiring infinite waffles?
The people of Hamilton seem to be really eager to ask me stuff. Well, Brian, that's for me to know. And you to find out.
Okay, I think I took enough notes. Okay, thank you so much for answering all of my questions. Now I just have one personal question. Can I try on the...
Be my guest!
Oh gosh, this is actually happening. Oh my gosh. This is magical. Wow, that was fast.
Whoa, I am God.
Okay, thank you so much for answering all of our questions. You'll probably see an article in the paper sometime.
Alright, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure working with you, Mr. Reed.
Of course.
But before you go, I just have
Yes?
a quick question. Since you were able to wear my robe, I'd like to take part in some of your human activities. Do you mind if we take a selfie?
Oh, of course not.
Alright, fantastic. Here, let's just get in the shot here.
Okay.
Alright, now that was fun.
It was a
Let's get
pleasure
going.
working with you.
Again, a pleasure.
Yep, of course.
Alright, now let's go to the door.
Thank you for narrating.
Anytime. I tend to do that.
Oh, you have a lovely dog.
Thank you. Her name is Roxy.
Ah.
Oh, pretty. Alright, well, here's the door. And
Oh, I seem to have left my shoes.
hello, I'm God.
He came out the bathroom.
I can't do it.
George Kittredge from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. What the heck? How do you pronounce that word?
Wilkes-Barre, you stupid. You're such an idiot.
Wilkes-Barre. I didn't watch.
Is there a problem?
George Kittredge from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Stop and doing it.
Very good question, Dexter. I appreciate it. We were actually just talking about this with the last question. The second chance I was talking about was actually sending part of me down to Earth, you see. The only way I could be able to forgive the humans of their sins and fulfill my covenants with them would be to send a part of myself down as a sacrifice. Believe me, it was painful. No human will... Take two. Very good question, Dexter. I appreciate it. We were actually just talking about this with the last question. That second chance I was talking about was actually sending part of me... The screen went black. Very good question, Dexter. I appreciate it. We were actually just talking about this with the last question. The second chance I was talking about was actually sending a part of me down to Earth. You see, the only way I could be able to forgive the humans of their sins and fulfill my covenants with them would be to send a part of myself down to... Carl!
Okay. Hold on, I need a break. Thanks for the... Oh.
My phone is ringing. Who could it be?
Yes. Yes, I do. Everyone has something that they're destined to do. Whether they're big or small, noble or minute. I have a the screwed up door is a lot.
Yeah, you did. Keep going. No, I'm just kidding. Real, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is?
Probably not.
Oh, good, because I didn't think it was worthy.
Alright. Whenever you're
Should I
ready.
be like, that was touching?
Yes.
I'm sure Simon will be very happy.
And not super dead.
What if I said that? Okay.
Please do. Alright, 3, 2.
I think Pokemon use my likeness. I would sue if I wasn't so offended.
How does one go about acquiring infinite pancakes?
It's waffles! It's waffles!
Dang it!
You stupid idiot!
Okay. We're good.
Peep pippadolidoo.
Okay, oh wait.
You say like, alright, well that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, look, 5, 4, 3, 2. Still recording. I switched the file mode! I'm sorry.
That's cool, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Dude. It says record at the top.
Are you serious?
Freaking yes! I hate you!
No, I promise. I think I double hit the button.